I had a crazy dream again, and this one was a flying dream. So basically, I was in Florida with my grandparents, and at one point, like for some weird reason, we were over this like river. It was like kind of marshy, kind of like Everglades kind of style, and my grandparents were about to fall in. And so I just instinctually just like bursted forward to catch them, and I flew like under the bridge and I caught them. And I was like, holy shit, I just flew. And I was like, oh fuck yeah. So I started doing this thing where I would like purposely fly as much as possible. And I just got to fly a shit ton in this dream. Usually in dreams when I start to fly, I don't get to fly that much. I only get to fly for like maybe like a little bit, honestly, like 20-30 seconds. But this like dream was basically entirely flying. And so at one point, two of my friends showed up. Sad thing is, I don't remember which one of my friends. And I literally was like, hey, look, isn't this fucking cool? We can fly. And they were like, how do you fly? Like, well, you can't fly. And I was like, oh, okay, check this out. And so I fucking snapped. That's just funny as hell because I grabbed both of them and like both my arms like this, right? And I literally, the way that I like flew like in my head was I would like inhale a shit ton of air. And that's how I could go like up. I'd be like, and I would just like, I'd be able to go up that way. And I literally took them into the upper atmosphere. We were like way over the world. Like I looked down and I saw the entire like this side of the world, and that shit blew my mind. And then I just like fell, and I just like purposely like didn't fly or anything. I was just like skydiving, and I just like skydived like towards the fucking like ground until I was like literally 10 feet from the ground, and I literally like held on both the people, and I fucking like flew when I was like 1 foot from the ground, like forward, and I just like bursted forward with so much speed. I was going like Mach 5. That shit was crazy, dude. Literally, I was so fast that I ended up dropping them in the lake that like I flew over, and then literally I started flying through like cities and shit, and I was like doing like barrel rolls, and I was like twisting and turning and dodging like chimneys and shit, and I was just like going like hella fast. Shit was crazy, and it was so much fun. And then finally, for some odd reason, I remembered I was in a Fortnite game, and I literally, the way that I like killed someone was I flew into them and literally like Spartan kicked them through their chest. And so they like died, and I got a golden scar from them. And then basically I took that and I started like wandering around, flying around, looking to like finish people off, get the victory, you know. But it like I couldn't find anyone. And then eventually some random person like in my life, like someone that I have not talked to, seen in a long ass time, Colton Lichtenberg. The guy was in my fucking grade. He was a grade above me, and I never talked to him. The only real conversation I ever had with him was when he taught me how to break pencils with my forehead. And basically, right when I went to go like get the victory, he like pointed at me, he started shooting me, he missed, but I like couldn't get out my scar. Like I was like barehanded. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then he like starts basically laughing at me like, dude, where's your gun? Like stops taking me seriously. And somehow I like zoom out, you know, like I don't see like from my perspective anymore. I see like behind me, and I like switch over to my golden scar, and I start shooting him, and he literally jumps off the bridge, but he dies. Because that's like I found him on a bridge, and that shit was crazy because like that's the most I've ever flown like in one dream, and it was just fucking crazy.